All right, I'm going to teach you how to multiply integers. And we're going to first do it using a number line. And here's the situation. Henry made 3 withdrawals. That means he's taking money out of his account of $2 each time from his savings account. What was the change in his balance? And that means how much money does he have in the end? Well, 3 times, and each time he's taking out $2. So to graph this, we would start at 0 and move 2 units to the left. And that means 3 times -2 means -2 plus -2 plus -2. Now to graph this, you have to start at 0 and you move 2 units to the left, and you have to do it 3 times because of this 3 right there. And the result is, well, we stop here at -6. The change in Henry's balance was $6. And he lost $6. So there you go. Lisa plays a video game in which she loses points. She loses 3 points 2 times. What is her score? So that means it's 2 times -3. She loses the 3 points, so that's why it's negative. 2 times -3 means -3 plus -3. And let's show this on the number line. We're going to start at 0, and we have -3, so we have to move to the -3 right here. And then we have to do it again, -3. 1, 2, 3. Right there. And we stop at her. She has a score of -6. She lost 6 points. And notice here, 3 times -2 was -6, and 2 times -3 was -6. So that means that this is commutative. Commutative. C-O-M-M-U-T-A-T-I-V-E. Commutative property means you can switch the order of multiplication or even addition, and you'll still get the same answer. So what do you notice about the product of 2 integers with different signs? Well, if they have different signs, the product will always be negative. And product is the answer to multiplication problems. Okay, let's look at the next part here. Now we're going to model this. And we have the old 0, well, not necessarily a 0 pair, but we're identifying orange is +1 and red is -1. And we're going to show you the product of -3 times -4. Well, -3 times -4 is the opposite of +3 times 4. Notice right here, these are opposites of each other. So the answers will be opposites of each other. We should know that 3 times -4, the answer to this is -12. And let's show that. We have 3 times -4 is, here's 4 done 3 times. That's what 3 times -4 means, 3 groups of -4. And we have 12 negatives right here. But this right here is the opposite. So we need to do the opposite of that. And that means it's going to be positive. So -3 times -4 is +12. And the product is 12. So what do you notice about the sign of the product of 2 negative numbers? Well, it's always going to be positive. And it's the old negative times a negative is a positive. And a conjecture is really just a guess based on the evidence so far. What do you conclude about the sign of the product of 2 integers with the same sign? Well, the product of 2 integers with the same sign is positive. And I might even say it's always positive. So what we have here, the publishers decided to make a bit of a confusing proof, but they're proving to you in this that a negative times a negative is truly a positive. A negative times a negative is a positive. And I'm going to skip that for now, but I want to get into these examples. 13 times -3. This is how I see it. I'm just going to multiply 13 times 3. And 13 times 3 is 39. Now, a positive times a negative. I also could use what I call the Zerrer triangle. And I don't know why this is looking like this, but it should look like this. And multiplication is the operation here, and I have a positive times a negative. So I just cover up the positive and the negative, and the sign of the answer is what's not covered, the negative right there. So a positive times a negative is a negative, so our answer is negative 39. Let's go to the next one. We have negative 5 times negative 8. Well, multiply 5 times 8. 5 times 8 is 40. And we have a negative and another negative. So I would use here a negative times a negative. I would cover them up. And what's showing is the answer. It is a positive. So our answer is positive 40. Super easy. Oh, and then this one's pretty easy. Anything times 0 is 0. So negative 10 times 0 is 0. And that's what you got to know about multiplying integers.